what's up guys, MaximusBlack here with another Quest to Masters. And this time I got a more recent game. I got a little bit of training from a community member, and I'm going to be getting more training from him tonight. And I'm going to be continuously getting this sort of coaching and training from other players in our community that is very high level, that want to help me achieve my goal to getting to Masters. And a couple of things that I learned that I will talk about very quickly is camera control groups. So, you know, pressing Control F1 here, Control F2 here, and I've been working very hard on trying not to do this. Trying not to go from here and then scrolling down on my probe, or, you know, clicking over here is fine in my mini-map, and always watching the mini-map and not so much saying, okay, down at my natural, or okay, now I have to go back to my main. But instead, I could just boom, click F1 and it ends up going here, or F2, F3, and if I want to make F4 the tower in the middle, I can do that. Also, I've been trying to learn how to apply pressure to Zerg, but not overcommit, and at the same time keeping my macro up. And of course, scouting. Those are the main points that I really have to work on in order to get to Masters. Whether it's against Zerg, Protoss, or Terran, it doesn't really matter. I need to get all of these things down. So, I will say that my rank has dropped a lot. I went from rank like 1 to rank 3, and now I'm back to like 10. And the reason being is I'm being very, very strict on the hotkeys. So even though I'm losing games because I'm not normally as fast as I am, this is going to be a work in progress. I can't just start hotkeying like a pro all of a sudden, and I'm going to lose games because of it. But I have to break the old habit, and I have to get into a new, better habit. So let's get into this game. I am starting over here in the left position, and down bottom here we have H.O. Feck Off. So we're going to call him Off, or Ho, either one. We'll call him Ho. So I did manage to scout this base very first, which is always a good thing. We take a look at his vision. He still does not know where I'm at yet, which is unfortunate for him. And I'm just basically scouting around. One thing that Jason told me, the guy that's coaching me, is, and I already knew this, but keeping that probe alive as long as possible. Do not let your first initial scout probe die. And if you do, make sure I've got all the information that I need. So I'm in the base. I know that he's getting a spawning pool. I know that he got his hatchery before his spawning pool. So I know that there's no major pressure coming to my base anytime soon. I know that. I know that for a fact. Now he's bringing his drones over to his natural. And that kind of makes me feel a little safer. So I don't really have to worry about, you know, D'ing up a whole lot. And look at this, trying to not let in this drone. This is another thing that I'm trying to work on, allowing no scouting at all. There we go, got rid of that drone before it could actually get into my base. Another thing that I didn't really think of, which is super, super smart. Instead of putting Bob in his position, let's put the sentry on the position. The reason why I do this is because the Zealot can attack anything at the ramp, and the sentry can do some attacking damage as well, and if need be, I can still force this area and block in the first initial 1 or 2 lanes and kill them off with the Zealot and the sentry. I never thought about that. It's just something that Jason told me I should always be doing, and it's a great thing. Now, you have to be wary when you're doing that. Oh, is he going to be able to take out the sentry? No, oh, but one Ling sneaks up, and oh, that sucks. Where was I? I'll lose my train of thought here. Oh yeah, one thing that you have to be wary about is the sentry does not have a lot of HP. So if there are people, or if there are units coming up to your base, you really need to watch this area. You don't want to just put the sentry there at all times. Bob needs to do his work, you know, past the very beginning of the game. But I'm saying once you get out that first sentry, take Bob here, put that sentry there, and then once you start to get more Bobs out, then replace that sentry with a new Bob. Bob should always be there, but you get my drift. So he did attack me there. I took out a few Lings. I'm getting a heavy sentry unit base right there. And this will keep me alive. Another thing that Jason taught me is to wall up around my nexus. Make these lings or roaches or whatever have to run all the way around before they can just immediately get up to my ramp. That is major, because I can use force fields, and in case my mind is somewhere else, even though it should always be on the minimap and always looking, and I should never be caught off guard like that, in case, for that fraction of a second, those lings overrun my sentries and I don't have anything here, those can die very quickly. But if he comes up and say I'm over here looking, and I'm like, oh shit, this little wall gives me that extra couple of seconds to use my force fields, even though I may not have seen the lings right off the bat. So, this pylon and this scouting over here told me he's getting his third. I cannot allow that to happen. As soon as the Zerg gets a third base and I'm only on 2, basically can kiss this game goodbye. So, I'm quickly running up and I'm going to attack this third. I need to make sure that this does not go up. And this also tells me he's not going to have as many units as what he should at this point, because this is 300 minerals that are being used up. So here we go. I am going to get rid of this hatchery. And I've warped some sentries over here on the high ground so that I can force this area and also see when the lings are coming down. I'm feeling very, very secure right now, which is good. Oh, but we take a look over here, and he has a bunch of lings attacking my nexus, now taking off my probes to do some damage. Got some zealots out. I had Bob in his position, so those lings could not get up. We go back over here. Basically, just got rid of that expansion. That is good. Mission complete. Uh-oh. Idle probes, Jeff. Idle probes. Idle probes, Jeff. Idle probes. And here we go! Oh no, I let a lot of them in, but I do cut off about half of them. My zealots are doing the damage right now. That was decent force field. It could have been a little bit better, but at the same time, it was pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Another thing that I learned, holding in control and pressing J, I have this, I went in and reset all of my hotkeys. So if I just hold in control and press J, it will actually pick up all of my idle probes and then bring them to where I want them to bring, which is really good. And take a look at that. I'm force field in between these spine crawlers so that the lings cannot get in, and I can get rid of these spine crawlers before they actually finish, throwing down a whole whack ton of force fields. Look at that. These are the force field placements that I've been craving, that I've been needing to do for so very long, and it seems to be working out very, very good for me. The training is slowly starting to pay off. Still, some things I need to work on. I did not want to have those idle probes, but what really saved me here in this game is having good map awareness, good scouting, knowing when to attack, knowing when not to attack. This wall up helped me. There is so many things that are helping my game at this point, and I'm slowly becoming more comfortable up against Zergs, and there you go. Ho, feck off. Finally left the game, and that was a good game. That was me against Zerg and feeling confident using some of my new and improved skills, and I'm going to be capitalizing on that a lot more in the up-and-coming Quest of Masters. Like I said, my rank dropped a lot, but that is for good reason, because I'm trying to break the habit, as what Linkin Park would say. That's a good CD. But yeah, no, that's it. I'm not going to talk about this too much more, because I will discuss this playing in detail on future Quest of Masters. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is probably my favorite part of my solo channel, is playing the games and showing you guys my first person view of my games and letting you know my thought process, and hopefully it will help you guys out a little bit in the long run. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button, and of course subscribe to my solo channel if you haven't already. Now I know I've been kind of pushing that a lot more, telling people, hey, yo, if you like the video, click like. You know, if you really want to help out, favorite the video. And, you know, I'm not doing this to be annoying. This is a way of growing the channel. And, you know, the fans always want to ask me, you know, how can I help you grow? These little things help my content get pushed up in YouTube so that more and more people can see it. So, you know, I don't have a gun to your head. You don't have to click that like button. But if you enjoyed it, definitely click it. It takes 1 second. But this is MaximusBlack signing out. Peace out.